Picture this: your phone buzzes with a message from someone you care about. As you read their words, your stomach tightens with that familiar knot of dread. They need money again. Your mind races between conflicting emotions: the genuine desire to help, the uncomfortable memory of the last loan that was never repaid, and the growing resentment that you've somehow become everyone's personal ATM. You feel trapped between being seen as heartless or being taken advantage of, knowing that either choice will leave you feeling diminished. If this scenario feels painfully familiar, you are not alone. Millions of people struggle with the delicate dance of money and relationships, caught between their generosity and their boundaries, their love and their limits. The request for financial help has become one of modern life's most anxiety-inducing moments, a test that seems to pit your compassion against your common sense. What you will learn. In the following exploration, you will discover the profound art of maintaining financial boundaries while preserving the sacred bonds of relationship. This guide will teach you to navigate these treacherous waters with wisdom, grace, and unwavering self-respect. You will learn to transform moments of potential conflict into opportunities for deeper authenticity, and most importantly, you will master the skill of protecting your financial well-being without sacrificing your compassion for others. No longer will you need to choose between being generous and being wise. You will discover how to be both. The sacred pause, creating space for wisdom. In a world that demands instant responses, the most revolutionary act is the pause. When someone approaches you with outstretched hand and desperate need, your first instinct may be to react, either with immediate generosity or defensive rejection. Yet wisdom whispers a different counsel. Let me consider this and return to you with an answer. This simple phrase is your sanctuary, a moment where pressure dissolves and clarity emerges. Within this pause lies your power to step away from the emotional intensity of the moment and make decisions from a place of centeredness rather than impulse. The mirror of truth, seeing beyond the surface. Before your heart opens your wallet, let your mind ask the questions that matter. Can you afford to never see this money again? For in truth, many loans become gifts wrapped in the illusion of future repayment. Has this person honored their word before, or do their promises carry the weight of autumn leaves? Is this moment born of genuine crisis or the comfortable pattern of turning to you when life grows difficult? These questions are not cynical. They are the compass points of discernment. When you see clearly, you love authentically, distinguishing between helping someone rise and enabling them to remain fallen. The gentle fortress, boundaries wrapped in kindness. There exists an art to saying no that neither wounds nor apologizes. It simply states truth with tenderness. I find myself unable to lend money in this situation, though I genuinely hope circumstances improve for you. These words carry no justification because none is needed. Your financial resources are not a democracy where others vote on their distribution. They are your responsibility, your security, and your choice. When you speak your boundary with kindness rather than guilt, you model for others how to honor their own limitations with dignity. The currency of care, love beyond money. True compassion often wears work clothes rather than writing checks. When someone seeks your financial assistance, consider the wealth of non-monetary support you can offer. Perhaps they need someone to help organize their budget, revealing where money flows like water through unseen cracks. Maybe they require connection to opportunities, a job lead, a professional contact, or simply someone who believes in their potential. Sometimes the greatest gift is your presence during their struggle, listening without judgment, offering encouragement without enabling. These gifts cost nothing yet often prove more valuable than any sum you might have lent. The sacred contract, when yes requires structure. Should you choose to extend financial help, transform your generosity into clarity through documentation. Write down every detail: the amount, the timeline, the method of repayment, the date of agreement. This is not distrust. It is honor. You honor the borrower by taking their commitment seriously, and you honor yourself by creating accountability. Let no handshake agreement float in the ambiguous space where good intentions meet poor memory. When expectations are crystal clear, relationships remain untainted by the bitter residue of unfulfilled promises and misunderstandings. Before we continue, I'd love to take a moment to sincerely thank you for being part of this journey toward personal beauty and endless growth. Your support, whether through watching, subscribing, liking, or sharing, truly means world to me. Now, let's get back to the video. The shield of policy, protection through principle. One of the most liberating discoveries in human relationships is this: you are allowed to have policies. I maintain a personal practice of not lending money to friends and family becomes your gentle shield against manipulation and your protection against inconsistency. This boundary belongs to you, not cruel, not selfish, simply yours. It removes the personal sting from your refusal and places the focus where it belongs, on your right to manage your resources according to your values. This policy becomes your armor against emotional manipulation and guilt-based tactics. The art of graceful refusal. Speaking truth without armor. Master the elegant simplicity of declining without elaborate justification. "I'm not able to help in that way" carries more power than 1,000 explanations. The moment you begin to justify your decision, you open the door for negotiation, counter-arguments, and emotional manipulation. Your no is complete without apology or explanation. It is not rude, it is honest. It is not selfish, it is self-preserving. When you speak your truth without defensive armor, you communicate from a place of quiet strength that others instinctively respect. The watchtower of wisdom, recognizing the warning signs. Develop eyes to see the red flags that flutter in relationships built on financial imbalance. Notice the pattern of repeated requests, each accompanied by promises that dissolve like morning mist. Recognize the manipulation hidden in phrases like, "If you really cared about me," or "I thought I could count on you." Be alert to the artificial urgency that demands immediate decisions without time for reflection. These are not the marks of genuine friendship, but the tools of those who see you as a solution rather than a person. Guard your heart and your resources against such calculated approaches. The alchemy of gifts, transforming loans into love. When your heart genuinely calls you to help and your resources allow, consider the profound wisdom of giving rather than lending. A gift carries no expectation of return, no timeline for repayment, no potential for future resentment. It is love made tangible, freely given and freely received. Though smaller in amount than what you might have lent, a gift often proves larger in its impact on the relationship. It eliminates the power dynamic that loans create and replaces it with simple generosity, protecting both your peace of mind and the integrity of your connection. The foundation of all wisdom, honoring your own cup. At the heart of every financial boundary lies this timeless truth: you cannot pour from an empty vessel. Your financial security is not a luxury. It is the foundation upon which all your other acts of generosity rest. When you say no to others, you say yes to your own stability, your own peace of mind, your own future ability to truly help when help is most needed. This is not selfishness. It is stewardship of the resources entrusted to your care. Protect your financial well-being with the same fierce dedication you would show to any sacred trust. Your journey forward. Remember this eternal truth: every time you honor your financial boundaries, you teach the world how to respect them. Every no spoken with love creates space for a yes that truly serves. Your financial peace is not selfishness. It is the foundation from which you can genuinely help others. Guard it fiercely, share it wisely, and never apologize for choosing your own stability. In protecting your resources, you protect your ability to be generous when generosity truly serves. The strongest among us are not those who give until they break, but those who give from a place of strength, wisdom, and choice. Walk forward with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your worth and protecting what matters most.